All right, guys. Good morning. What's up? What's up? We are live indeed. Okay. Let's see. There's a couple of stocks that I'm watching here. Let me write up the watch list. For those of you on YouTube, please do check out the disclaimer that's up right now, which is that day trading is of course risky business. So there's a couple of stocks moving in RGS, VLCN, GLYC, and perhaps continuation from MGLO from yesterday. Those are the top stocks here today. MLGO actually, MLGO. I think there's one other one, but those are the main four that I'll be watching. For those of you tuning in on YouTube, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Likewise with Facebook, Twitch, be sure to hit that thumbs up. I'm going to check out all the DMs after the live stream. LRHC. Yeah, definitely worth putting on the list as well. G-Dub, yeah, this one's worth putting on the list. It's moved up since I made the watch list. I made the watch list a couple minutes ago. Definitely worth keeping an eye on. So I'll start off with RGS and then I'll make my way from there. RGS. So yeah, I usually have the watch list ready before the live stream starts. So the stock is like curling up in the moment. I'll kind of not have it on there, at least not right away. So RGS, this one is up 187% with 13 million shares of volume. Very impressive. I mean, incredible move, really. So the question for this type of stock is always the same, right? Do we have what it takes to continue? And it seems like there's been a reversal candle so far. And maybe we're potentially on the backside. For us to know for sure, we'll have to see how it does into the open. But getting back over levels such as 1490, 15 could perhaps give us a retest of the highs. And if we are able to break over those highs, then just like that, we can have an opportunity. So RGS. We'll see how this one does. Again, 180% move, 13 million shares of volume. Absolutely impressive. If it continues, we might get something nice. But again, it's already so extended that, the pre-market traders enjoyed this one. Hopefully, those of you who do trade pre-market was able to capitalize. The daily chart, let me double check. I had to turn on my screen recording here. Yeah, the daily chart looks pretty good on this one too. So, perhaps room to 20 and 25 if it keeps going. Yesterday I didn't end up making a recap because, I got so frustrated. Well, let's not say frustrated. I was a little disappointed, right? And so I kept trading after the stream, not in any like, malice way, but with a clear mind. I did make back money, but the day was not the kind of day I would have wanted. So I ended up going to the gym yesterday for a long time, too long. And the goal was to do the recap after I kind of cleared my mind, but I was there too long and came back tired. Kind of overdid it. So I ended red 800, so I made back half the loss with damage control. But yesterday we got to talk about it though, and I still want to review the level 2. RGS. So moving on to the next stock, VLCN. So my screen recording is good. VLCN, popping it up quickly. Gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Pre-market highs at 962. The low of the pullback all the way down here around 545. I actually like this type of stock. It does, let me know, hey, if we're strong into the open, we could potentially see a nice move up. And I'd love to see 720, maybe even 750 on this one. Checking out the daily chart. It seems like it's been selling off for quite some time. And today we're getting one of the first candles to make a new high that's sustaining itself. So the LCN, we'll see how it does. On the 18th, we had a high of 605. So hopefully we can get back up there and then up to $9. Can be pretty good. VLCN. Moving on. Let's see. Let's take a look at MLGO. I'm going to put this one up here actually. MLGO from yesterday. It's down 17% right now, but of course, after that move, yesterday we had 1641 in after hours. Uh-oh. Yeah, 1641 in after hours for highs. Today, let's see, we pushed up. We didn't quite get over that level, but the close yesterday was at 15. I think that was right before, or right, during the halt. Because we got halted up at like 3:50 p.m., like 10 minutes before the close. 1580 for today's pre-market high. Yeah, and I did hit default by accident here. I'm forgetting, okay, show price on the right. Save, default. Is this the right color? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. 1584. All right. So that alarm right there was the 2-minute warning. Other than this one, there's a cheaper stock in VLCN. There's also LRHC. So there's quite a few of them today. Of course, it's going to come down to preference, and whichever stock is the strong stock, that's the one that we'll want to focus on. Sometimes that might be two, so we just have to watch and see how it goes. It's always a little tricky with multiple stocks, but the goal is to lock in on the one that you like that's moving well. But yeah, for me, after a red day today, a red day yesterday, today the goal is to get green, right? I did use size yesterday early, so today I'm thinking maybe just not as much size right away. But I still want to size up if something looks good. If something looks good and is moving well, I want to be ready to go with the bigger size. Yesterday, the day was pretty decent for most, like the first half, but second half is where we kind of got caught. So we got to be careful. We got to watch out for these, for the ask price being up and not pulling back as well. That's another adjustment there. But other than that, looking to stay disciplined and looking forward to the opportunities here. VLCN, RGS, MLGO, we'll see. Which one will it be? There's the open. Let's trade to the best of our abilities. Massive spread on RGS here early. We're seeing about a 40-50 cent spread. MLGO, 20-cent spread here. RGS is, that one is a mess. It's a mess. You gotta be careful with those spreads. VLCN is also moving up and is close to a halt level. Yeah, there's a lot of stocks, so it's hard to have the right one up on the screen here. MLGO, perhaps a red to green. VLCN, can we continue over 40? Well, there's 70. That's pretty good. Can we get a continued push here? I'm too early on the dip. Taking it here. Looks a little bit better. Can we rebound it? Only 44. That trade at 60 was too early. That was way too early. You know, it's also part of the problem of looking away, which is why sometimes the screen down below, it just has to be neglected. I probably would have caught the trade going up and traded the dip better coming down. There's a spread. There's a bit of a spread. I probably shouldn't have tried for that breakout at 50. It was too risky. It's coming down. It's coming down. BLCN. RGS. Is it worth it here? Risk on this one though. I'm gonna size down just because it has potential. Oh, freaking hell. Okay. That's on me. Man, these trades, I tell you, man. I was buying it for 14.50 and there's some red on the tape. It looked like it was coming below 50, so I'm like, I'm gonna cut it to get back in. In the moment of me cutting it, I see it teleport up to 1520. Come on. So the sell order is triggered and the thing just starts to open up. But I'm already kind of getting that price fill right there at like 1450 scratch. All right, moving on to LRHC. This one is doing well. It's pulling back. Pullback could be good. I'm going to try a small position here, see if it holds up. Can I see some more green? Taking it for a couple cents. VLCN actually curled back up. Oh, okay. 08. It's pushing up. There's 15. So, okay, the pullback is going to curl up really well. So I'm selling too many trades too soon here. Even yesterday, right? Got to hold a little bit longer in those key areas. It's holding up pretty high. 5. Taking $3. It's a great fill. The LCN looks good. Resumption on the other one. It's going to be at 49, I think. Or 40. What was that? 41. 41. I think 41. The LCN looking decent. LRHC looking decent. And there's the halt up VLCN. Yeah, it was looking good. We've gotten 2 topping wicks here. It's a false halt and the other one. VLCN, false halt. If this is gonna go, it needs to go now. LRHC. They can't, well, I guess we can wait for the new candle, right? So over the next 5 minutes, hopefully. Our RGS resumption's coming up. 36 of the 41.10. VLCN is trying to get halted up. $41.10. We got about a minute. Man, this thing is fighting here for its life. It's been more than twice, so I'm easing off of the dip and waiting. But it's still holding up. I'm waiting patiently. Still holding. I'm going to give it a shot. Higher fill there. I'm watching to see if it gets over 10 for a couple cents, and I'll get back in if it wants to keep going. I want to see it erupt a little bit, and then I'll get back involved. If the 1 minute candle can make the new high and we can get over 14. Resumption coming up for the other stock. I'm gonna trade it off screen because it's close in the time. 1546, our halt level. 5 seconds. 1546, small size. choppy. Come on. Yeah, it's choppy. I think the small size is definitely going to help me out because I could not have seen myself getting any sort of decent fills with bigger size there. $81 of gains coming back over to LRHC, which is back at $3. It needs to fly over 310 here. Come on. It's like there's some sort of hidden buyer at 3. RGS back up. VLCN resumption is at 45:01. So we got about 3 minutes to that resumption. It's not really boosting up this time, so I want to watch out for a drop. But somebody's still buying. This is a good example for the classes. All that red, and there's the dip. Can we get something out of it? This is a higher fill. Alright, not much. Okay, resumption on the other stock. VLCN coming up. I haven't been overly aggressive, but I also haven't really captured RGS. That one is, it's tricky, but still kind of going. Still going here. VLCN resumption coming up. How's the 5-minute chart? Yeah, this still looks decent, but it could be backside, but it looks good. You know, this looks like we could, maybe hold up VWAP, consolidate like this, perhaps, and then red to green. See, and this is a trade I could take, but because I like the trade uptrending momentum, I'm going to switch to this other stock, right? That's going to resume. And maybe I do miss a setup there. But it's too risky for me to just buy it and look away and try to trade something else. 45:01, so we got less than a minute on VLCN. I want to see it over 750 and hopefully getting closer to the pre-market highs. Ten seconds or so on my side. No fear, no hesitation. It might be 10 minutes. I think it's 10 minutes. If you have shares, keep your eyes on it just in case it resumes random time frame. I am interested in a dip on RGS, but that's if it comes down enough. Come on down, the price is right. Yeah, this could be early. Could be early. A little tricky. It's kind of holding though. Kind of holding a little bit. Um. Mm, mm, mm. LRHC is also curling. We got 3 minutes to the resumption on VLCN. I'm gonna fumble that trade there. That was good. That was good. That was excellent right there. Oh, that is beautiful. From 1580 to 17. That is lovely. Especially if you give it time to like, and then not just take like the 20, 30 cents. 2 minutes to the resumption. You got to keep your eyes on it. You got to keep your eyes on this one. Moving quick. I saw it at like 1660, and I look back at the tape. I see 1580. So I didn't even see the drop. I just kind of bought, but more selling coming in, so I got out, but kind of missed that dip. LRHC is not looking bad. A minute to the resumption. RGS, man, this thing is doing well. There's 30 seconds to the resumption. Resumption's coming up at 7:13. The LCN. Here we go. Is it 15 minutes? What's going on here? I gotta check the halt code. Can we continue here? Oh, that's gonna be a lovely trade. If the ask price comes down, I'll get back in, but it's not. If the other one resumed, I would have definitely missed that trade. 35 for the halt up, 1835, but hoping to see a bigger pullback here. Not seeing it. 61 now for the new halt level. VLCN might be 15 minutes. 45. RGS is locked in, which leaves LRHC as the only available one. If I see 30, well, it's a little risky actually. Maybe 304, I'm thinking. Or a dip could also work. Yeah, yeah, that right there's the risk. Yeah, it's holding though. 304 to 98 is my risk. I'm gonna stop right out, right exactly at that risk. 6 cents. The other two are strong. I'd like to think this one could be strong, but you know, it's not always the case. Candlestick has 2 minutes left. I'd like to see it make its way back up to 3 and try again. So there's 3. Can we try again eventually here over time? Resumption is in 1 minute and some change for VLCN. Very slow fill and high fill too. Can we continue to hold up here and push through? Come on. Over 10, over 10, over 10. It can erupt. It can erupt here. Why is it taking so long to fill? Jeez. The resumption for VLCN is in 10 seconds if it's 15 minutes. Man, we have the volume here. It's so strange. It's not just having some massive resistance. Yeah, VLCN still halted. That could be a problem. Could be. I didn't check the halt code. 57 for RGS. Don't you fail. Do not fail here. Come on. Let's hold our levels and get through 20, 25. Where are those bulls, KB? Short sellers should be looking to cover here, without a doubt. Short sellers covering. There they go. 25. It's moving so fast. 57.02. Resumption. RGS coming up. 57. 0.02, 30 seconds. I got small size. I got 300 bucks from that last trade. I got small size 500 shares. We'll see in the next 13 seconds how well it does. I can pull this one up quickly before the time comes. 1861. Here we go. Great entry, and it's failing. Not great, not great. Lovely entry there. It might reverse here for red to green. But that's quite the loss actually. It's $1,000 loss, $2 a share. Even with small size. The other one is still at 14. It might push through 25. The ask price is already up like 20 cents from where I'm in. And then there's an instant drop, no warning. But it is a resumption, so we expect that type of volatility. LRHC, on the other hand, is having trouble at 25. Can we push through? 30, 30, 33, 35. There we go. My goal there was to risk $300. I lost like 1,200. Insane. Much less if I'm being aggressive on this stock and using like 3K shares, which, you know, on a more aggressive version of me. And those are the days your P&L can be swinging from plus 10K to, you know, minus 6K in one trade. LRHC might need a pullback here. RGS, on the other hand, you know, it's still kind of holding up a little bit. We might still see another retest of the highs. VLCN, I can check the halt code quickly. It says volatility, but I'm not sure what's going on. Usually it's 5 or 10 minutes, never more. Let me check my P&L. Absolutely ridiculous after that loss. So from green 1200 to flat essentially. So I got to be careful here. RGS, LRHC, VLCN. Those are the top 3 that I'm trading here. Like to see something more from LRHC. And there's the resumption on the other one. It looks like it's just going to get halted straight up again, and a massive resumption too. Wow. I think that might have been 20-25 minutes. Not sure if it was on the interval or not. Wasn't watching it. LRHC, do we want to make the new high here? LRHC, what is it going to be? I think we should get normal time frames now on VLCN, 5-10 minutes. Small bounce there, RGS. Still a bit of a spread to it. We're seeing some selling pressure as well as on LRHC. $0.40 spreads here. Got to be careful. RGS. I can't believe I lost so much with such small size. It's crazy. But this is an $18 stock though. That's not good. The ask price a little high. The dip wasn't done. We're gonna get caught there. It could be the backside. As the 1 minute candle making the new high is gonna reject. No quick dip. Or let's say no high quick dip. The dip is pretty low, which means we could be on the backside and it's trending down. VLCN on the other hand, checking this one out. You know, this type of stock feels too extended now, man. Like this last the last resumption kind of gave too much of a gap. It's gonna be a little tricky. Sometimes it can give a small move before going again, but the one I thought could have had more range to the upside was RGS before a pullback. That one's gonna pull back right away. Oh, 05 and 20 seconds is the resumption. There could be an opportunity, but there's definitely going to be risk. 05 and 20 seconds. We're at 965. Five seconds. Is there going to be a dip here? Some high risk stuff, man. That was not smooth at all. It might make a new high though. It's possible. That resumption there was not smooth. The halt down with the risk over the whole dollar. No chance to get in. Just teleported up. I'm gonna miss my first trade there. Not as aggressive as I should have been. 10 over 10, 1034 for the halt up. Over 10. 1027 actually for the halt up. And miss my first trade of the day there. kind of hesitated at 950 a little bit. Could have maybe, even if I got the high fill, probably would have been like 68 fill, maybe 70 on the higher side. But could have gotten that push to 10 there. Yeah, the other two I think might be backside. Let's check out this other one. Cheaper stock, no good. Solid trading here. A little unfortunate though that one loss with small size is going to get us like that. LRHC, Titanic, to the bottom of the 7 seas. Definitely backside. We did have about 1,500, 2,000 shares on this one for a lot of the trades. 1,500, even 2,500 at sometimes. I don't know, resumptions usually, let's say, I mean, historically, resumptions have paid me extremely well, maybe like 30% of the profits. But resumptions these last few weeks for me have been kind of tricky. Been seeing a lot of like bigger losses, I'd say. So resumption will be at what's that, 11:58? 11:58. MLGO also to halt up. And actually it's halted up at a great place. I kind of forgot about this one. This one is halted up at a great place, which is yesterday's highs. Coming into those areas right now, those levels. If people try to reshort it in after hours, they're definitely probably caught, more than likely. So 11:58, and for MLGO, it'll be at 14:07. So we got a few minutes in between the two, which is good. The aim today was, hey, just to get green. We've been doing a great job of that up until that bigger loss. So the aim is going to remain the same. Can we get a few small trades VLCN and perhaps on MLGO and get the heck out of here? I can't even feel like, today versus yesterday is different. Like today I can't feel disappointed because I know the risks in those areas, right? Where we can go up or down $2 a share instantly. I love the entry. Started to see some movements on the tape going up, and instant drop. My hope was to not lose more than 50 cents in terms of risk. About a minute for VLCN. About a minute. Matt says stuck in the halt up. Is it good or bad? I'm guessing MLGO. I think MLGO is in a good place on the daily chart, so I'd expect to see some follow through. But typically holding into halts, it's a little risky because we could resume lower, but usually when we're halted up, we resume higher. Usually, not always. So I still got to manage risk. But cutting the chatter, VLCN coming up. We're at 1027 here. Just 500 shares, small size. Let's see how it does. Here we go. Halt is at 11. MLGO. There it is. Will it get locked in? It's extended. Damn. If I was a little sooner, I could have held, but not quick enough. $11.71. It might need to pull back or halt up. Halting up would be good if it does that again. MLGO at 14.07. 12.06 now. VLCN trying to get halted up. I'm not super interested unless it gives a massive drop. I wouldn't mind a massive dip. Okay, MLGO coming up. MLGO coming up. 14.07. We got less than 10 seconds. We're at 15.81. Again, just 500 shares here, small size. MLGO. Bro, there's no way. Oh my gosh. There's a spread. I thought I should have done better than that, but okay. There's a spread here. $18.04 is the halt up. There's a very interesting amount of aggression, right? I mean, today is a pretty hot day. It's a lot of big moves. And there's not just one stock, but like multiple stocks. LRHC, MLGO, VLCN, and I think the other one as well. Forgetting the name, but there's a halt down, VLCN. MLGO, I think, should be the focus here, so I'm going to try to lock in. $19.10 for the halt up. Could have been better. That could have been better. I think VLCN, if it, it could be something there. Ah, unbelievable to be up $300. I mean, I didn't use any sort of size, but still. Freaking hell. I did not imagine taking on a loss that big on that trade. But again, I've already accepted the risk to the extremes a long time ago. So in that situation, it's part of the deal. This looks like a false break. Can we hold? It's having trouble. It might try again though. Can we hold? It's holding. Now can we see 50? I'm going to be aggressive. Can we see 70? 80? 90? There's 90. I'm going to sell too soon though. Maybe it does keep going. I don't know. Yeah, 1929 to halt up. It needs to get locked in here though. So that pullback is going to give an impressive move. $19.90 for another halt up. Some bigger bits coming in. We look like we might get locked in. 21.18 for VLCN. Also, is there anything else? Is there anything else? I don't think so. Just gonna look for a small scalp here if there's a bounce. 21.18. About 20 seconds on my side. Looks like it's 10 minutes. So, I mean, man. Man, I'm trading very, very soft these days. Not trading aggressively at all. You know, just a few weeks ago, um, I'd be using like massive size, like 3,000 shares on these same stocks. But when you watch back these videos, it's so crazy the amount of risks. Like when you watch back these videos, it's crazy the amount of risk. There's some days I saw, it's like I'm up and down 3K in the first 3 minutes, and it's like nothing for me. versus right now it's like mentally I'm just not, I'm not looking to take on that type of exposure. It's crazy. But it goes to show that how the mindset can change and how the mindset really affects the results in the end when it just comes to P&L though, right? So for those people who do look to size up, you definitely have to be willing to take on the swings that comes with sizing up. It's all relative, right? With this smaller size where it can maybe, be up 1,000 and lose 1,000. With the bigger size, I could be up 5,000 but lose 5,000 on a riskier trade or sequence. So you got to be willing to accept the risk. Right now, I've been taking it easy. Been taking it easy. After this team house meetup, I'll be motivated to go crazy again. I'll be more motivated. What I need is a nice vacation, right? And having the entire team there is gonna help. A certain level of aggression that right now it's just not quite there. But I'm gonna lock it in. I'm gonna just size down here, take it easy. I'm not looking to be a hero at this point and give back everything to try to make a fortune. Just gonna take it slow. MLGO 2536. VLCN will be 2618. MLGO is of course halted up again. I've sized down to now what I would say is baby size for me at 200 shares. Small size would be 500. Size would be 1,500, 1,200. Big size would be 2,500, 3K here for me. Maybe, yeah, like 3K, 3,500. I wouldn't really go over that too many times. But for sure, I can see a guy like Marcelo, Tim. Those guys for sure are probably pushing 2K shares here, maybe 3K. So mentally, they're accepting that risk and going for it. We got less than 30 seconds. MLGO. $19.90. Here we go. A couple seconds. We got really small size. 3, 2, 1990. Oh, we see a dip, 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 dip. No dip. $21.50. Did I get that fill up there? I think. I don't know. What does it want to do? Up or down? Take us to 22. Come on. You know you want to. 22, 22, 22. Skip, skip, skip. Not quite skipping. There's people probably trying to short it here, which is interesting because they keep going. 21.50. There's 21. There's 19. Well, okay, maybe that short trade might have worked. 1884. There's resistance there, right? Where we like, because we've seen stocks go all the way to like 50, right? Those stocks, they just in those areas they just keep going. This one around 21, 20 is like it's like struggling to push through. as if there's an invisible wall. So maybe some short sellers came in up there. Well, that's a massive gain instantly almost, right? From 21.50 to 18.80. Almost $3.50 a share. And this could be the backside. All right, I'm gonna slow it down here. Oh man, this is insane stuff. How do I bring back my aggression? Well, it's a mindset, right? I'll take this $900 and smile. At least we recouped yesterday's losses. Yesterday I stayed here, I kept trading, not out of frustration, but you know, with a clear mind. I took a break and then I came back, and MLGO was still going yesterday. What's interesting and the dilemma that I had is that I did see it, I did see it a few minutes after the live stream, but I kept thinking to myself, I gave it a good shot. I was red, and I'm kind of fairly red. Do I come back and try again? Because the first half of the move has shown me that I'm not doing a great job here, not connecting. So I took another break, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go with small size. If I go down to what did I say, like 1800 or something, whatever the red was, I gave myself like a new max loss of just a few $100 with the small size. Because and mind you, I'm doing all of this under the context that mentally I'm still feeling fine. Like I wasn't frustrated to say, I was just a little disappointed. Because and this is where you kind of make that artificial pressure on yourself. It's the third time this stock had moved. Today's the fourth day the stock is given an opportunity, and I was over 3. So that's what I was like upset about. Because I was there like, man, can we get another stock like MLGO? Each day kind of had a different problem. But anyhow, that's what really got me disappointed. But not enough to where I couldn't think clearly and trade properly. So I came back with a small size and never sized up on it, and was able to recoup $700, bringing the red day down. The LCM I think could be interesting. It's at 32.26. 32.26. MLGO is at 32.03. I don't think it's done dipping, so I'd rather avoid it and wait, as this could be the beginning of the backside. Some short sellers might cover for the couple cents, but if this thing is really going to sell off for real, we can see $15, $12 by the end of the day. So I think a lot of them might hold. We'll see. Will it give a bounce? The other one, BLCN, couple seconds. We're at 867. MLGO giving a bounce. VLCN, no resumption. Lovely. Maybe 10 minutes. So MLGO is going to give a small bounce from 1737 to 1841. About $1 share. For this to be good here, it needs to get halted back up or trend up again in like a V-shaped recovery. There are definitely some small scalp opportunities in here though. The 1 minute candle can make the new high here potentially. So it still has some fight left in it. It has some fight left, but you know, it's still too early. We would need to see some covering through 19. BLCN, I'm actually interested in that one. It's currently at 867 and resumption is coming up at 37.26. You know what's crazy is that every trade I took today could have took with 1,500 shares, 2K shares on these more expensive stocks. So coming back to that conversation, you know, once this team house meetup goes down, we're gonna be motivated for sure. There's another dip opportunity here, perhaps. Only 26. I would have wanted to see a break below the whole dollar. The halt is at 18. No trades. VLCN coming up in about a minute. You know, another thing with size, right, is also that it seems like when you size up, you take losses at time. You know, I'm telling people this thing on the stream all the time. Like, it's not only in the very beginning. You can already be a seasoned trader, and I changed nothing subconsciously. which is why I just keep smiling and just try to move on, because it's like whatever. VLCN, a couple seconds. Here we go. 867. 3, 2. I'm gonna insta buy, and there's gonna be a decent trade. Okay, maybe more share size than that, but solid trade there. One more time. One more time. Nice. The third time I will not try. In fact, I'll just go short here. There's no shares. Will it break down? I'd expect it to break down here. It's still holding 50. Over 50 could be pushing it, but there could be an opportunity there. And this is the breakdown. This is the fourth time we've held up, fifth time at 810 area. VWAP is at 23. All right, I think that's gonna do it. I kind of don't know how to feel here, but well, let's put it like this: I feel good, feel great on one hand, grateful for the green, but on the other hand, I gotta push myself to maximize. I gotta push myself to maximize. Forget waiting on a team house. That's nonsense. Tomorrow again. I don't need to wait for a New Year's resolution, right? That's for the average person to wait a whole year to start something. To wait a few weeks to go to a team house is madness. Tomorrow, today, right? Now the day's done, but tomorrow we do what we need to do to ensure success. Tomorrow again. All right, that's gonna do it for the live stream. For those of you going the distance, continue to be disciplined, continue to be patient, continue to look forward to the opportunities that you know and love. I'm gonna get to some back-end stuff and Discord stuff. And if a different stock comes along, because it's been such a hot day, if a different stock pops up, I'll start to trade it with small size and then increase size slowly. On days like this, we usually will see opportunities throughout the day. Maybe in the next hour, a different stock comes along and gets halted up, right? So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, take care, stay safe, stay green. Shutting it down. Check out those links down below for the Discord, the scanning software here, Momo Pro, as well as the course website. All right, other than that, I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe. And by the way, I forgot to say, I didn't do a recap yesterday because, of the disappointment. I kind of left out to the gym to get some air. My goal and my intention was to do it later in the night, like 9 p.m., like how Marcelo does his, but I was drained. So yeah, but tomorrow again we'll be back. Tomorrow again. I did post a mini recap though, although very short. Stay safe, stay green. I'll catch you guys later.